Hello, Dickel.
Hello.
Welcome to Overtime on Inferno. Thanks for showing up. Sam's not here. He's on holiday. Yeah, for some reason. Obviously, he thinks he's too good for us. So, I'm hosting today. So, if you want to stop watching now, I won't be offended. And I'll have Dickel here to give us some... I'm not sure what are you going to be doing. But hopefully...
They're not going to be very good takes, I'll be honest.
That's fine. That's fine.
But
a take is a take, you know?
Yeah.
So, VP have been on a bit of a downward incline. They seem to have one good series every now and then. And then they're shit again. And the blockbuster signing of last year, maybe it was, to get electroNic has stopped. They've got rid of him. So now they have electroNic and Flamus on their bench. Yeah. What are you doing if you're VP now? Who do you get to fill that role? Because he was also calling.
I'm awful with names. But who's the guy who was... Not Jerry. I don't think bring back Jerry. It would be great if they did, but...
Yeah.
I don't think you can pay that guy enough to come back. But there was some Russian kid who... I think he's sort of like similar to NaVi, where he was quite young and IGLing.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what his name is.
Awesome. Well,
Just
that guy.
Yeah.
I'm
If you
sure
can find him.
Overdrive knows who you're on about, or
Yeah.
the people whose job it is to do these things.
He's watching.
Yeah, I mean, electroNic hasn't been good when he's been calling. Like, his
No.
stats have not been great. Yeah, so prior to last London, they went out last at Fisher Playground. They came 9th to 12th in the first stage of IM Cologne. They came 5th to 8th in Blast Bounty, which is an 8-team tournament, I'm pretty sure. And they came 9th to 16th at the Esports World Cup. So they've had technically the last position in the last 4 events, which is awesome.
It's almost as good as NaVi.
Yes, we'll talk about a little bit later. But the CEO's statement was basically that they weren't able to build a team together that could consistently fight for top positions in the biggest tournaments. Yeah, obviously you've lost everything, so that's really good. So where's he going to end up? People have been saying BC game reunite with with Sasha. That team seems to have, mad crypto gambling money. So
yeah, I mean they've got money, and people seem to think that Simple has some incredible pull, which I assume he probably does have more pulls than other players.
People he's played with, yeah.
So he can probably tell the org who he wants to play with, and they might be willing to do that. But no one knows how much his buyout is, and everything like that. I think it's probably makes.
Did he join on a free?
Simple or
no? electroNic joining VP.
No, I'm sure he was.
No, he
signed.
Signed from Cloud9. So I'm sure that wasn't cheap.
No.
Yeah, so not really sure what the players there. They've kind of been in this weird spot for a while. Norbert is also on the VP bench, but it was announced yesterday, I believe, that he's on a 2-month loan for Hotu. Now, if you're wondering what a Hotu is, so was I until I started recording the podcast. This is like a tier 2.5, like Russian Kazakh mix. Mo from the Gambit major team is
Love
coaching. And such players as Deke Fusera, Mizu,
Love him.
Lampada, and Frontales on the team. Yeah, they've been about. They're currently ranked 73 in the Valve ranking, which is not very good.
They played in ECL.
Okay.
Cop 1. But I think they won 2 maps, and that was it over their 3 matches. And they're just not
they did, yeah.
There's
they got
so
2-1
many
by Bedlam
teams.
and Batera, and then had a 2-1 over Ruby.
Yeah,
which is
just
another
one of those
shit Russian
teams that's not. You don't really ever see doing anything. They're not going to be at a major.
No, like it's pretty good for Norbert to just play. Like I actually don't think he's that shit, honestly. So it's probably good that he gets, some server time and some match time. But yeah, and then the third piece of the VP bench, which is awesome that they will, sooner or later have a bigger bench than their main roster, is Flamus, who was a bit of a star on Game of Legion. All right, got signed by VP, got put in roles he never played, and then was quite bad, really. And now he's in contract jail. So yeah, it'll be an interesting one. Maybe bring him back in, let someone else call. Just let him actually have like electroNic positions. I think maybe that could be kind of fun, but I don't know how likely that is. I don't know if VP have the money to sign like an actual good player to call, or whether they're going to just redistribute the RGL mantle, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of a dead team.
Yeah, the roster is dead.
It has been. It feels like for like 18 months.
Yeah, the only people you have hope for are Fame and Flit, who still sometimes show that they can actually play the game, but it's so dependent on them playing well and Icy having a good game, who's just hit or miss in everything. It's almost I do think Flamus just got fucked over by the whole new sort of era of Counter-Strike where they think good player can play anywhere and look just as good, which isn't real.
No, it's not.
You sort of see it with Falcons getting Kaisuke and putting him into like not the star roles that he would have got on Spirit.
Yeah, but I mean he's still probably the best player on that team.
Yeah. I mean, well,
but I think the issue is they see the results of these players of Donks, of Kaisuke, and just think that this guy's also talented, but like there's prodigies and there's good players. Do you know what I mean? There is a level of varying success. It's kind of what NIP did when they signed Headtrick, right? They were like, well, Modesty came from NaVi Junior and he was really good, so this guy will be as well.
I think it's less so with Kaisuke, but I think Flamus especially has been fucked over by like the whole new idea and give him X position that he's never played before and he'll play it well because he can play every other position well. Yeah. But it doesn't mean he's going to play well, especially under electroNic, who's just not very good at calling anymore. I mean,
and if you see any of their like voice comms and stuff, or just like player cams at events, it's like they hate each other. Like they're just like they're all just angry at each other all the time. Like they're just flaming. Like it's probably not a very good environment to be in. So I don't really envy them.
I think it must have been old NaVi with simple electroNic, Boomich, Perfecto, and Bit.
Yeah.
And their voice comms back then, like they were all just shouting. Like I don't think it was ever them being annoyed at each other or anything like that, but the amount of things that they were all trying to call at the same time and they were just shouting over each other, it just doesn't help. And a team like NaVi, where a lot of the players are very emotional, or now VP, like it's not going to help when your IGL is probably one of the most emotional people on the team.
Yeah.
Which I think is sort of similar to what's happening with Vitality at the minute.
Yeah. So I guess speaking of Vitality, and then Falcons, and then Astralis, Magisk, who was the paycheck stealer of Falcons, I mean, other than the fucking loser coach, is rejoining Astralis.
That's good. What a move.
It's probably good for him. It's definitely a nice step down in competition. Astralis have been good lately. Since Hooksy's joined, they've been on a good trajectory. I actually really like Hooksy, so I'm glad he's doing well. It's just the rest of Astralis that I kind of have gripes with.
Yeah, I mean, Hooksy was not the problem. It was sort of the problem in G2, but when they're doing stuff like bringing in snacks to IGL, like you can just tell that the team's not really got any respect for how the IGL
what IGL does. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is good to see that he's not shit the bed on Astralis and has very competent players around him. Did they come? They came second at something.
Yeah.
I think against Falcons in the final. Fisher played.
Yeah. Was it Fisher? Yes, it was Fisher, and PJ Lastana as well, actually. So.
All right.
That's the loss to the Mongols, right? Oh no, that was Falcons.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Spirit. Okay. And then Fisher was. So like they are like they're getting the finals and losing to good teams, so that's kind of okay. But yeah, so Magisk is replacing Stown, who cites personal reasons, which is vague, probably intentionally.
He's lost his
but
girlfriend.
I mean, whose girlfriend? That's
one of them.
That's a thinker for you guys. Yeah, I don't know. Like he's just since Huxley joined, like Yabi's been unlocked and Stown's just kind of been like not good.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think Magisk is better, but I think like if he wants time off and like his guy's available, he's played with Device before. He's probably maybe it's just Device he's played with. Maybe he was on the team with Steer at the same time. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Actually,
He
no.
went to Vitality. Him and Dupree.
Yeah,
left.
true. Yeah. So play with Device, and obviously Device is still decent. But yeah, there's been a lot of drama about Astralis as an org in regards of money. Like they're meant to be getting sold as a company, and I think they're still in some trouble. So I guess.
Although I'm sure this happens every year. I'm sure every year they go, "Oh, we've got no money. We're going to have to sell," and then somehow they do.
Yeah, it's probably their
Something's going
government or something. Please, Mr. Denmark, no money, no money. It's actually just what Zonics doing to Falcons. Really, it's the exact same thing.
Well, they learned from him.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, I don't think this makes the team much better, honestly.
No, it's definitely a downgrade, and I don't really understand how they do the roles because Magisk obviously isn't going to be getting Stown's roles.
No,
Not that
exactly.
Stown was a star player, but
I also just feel like Steer's kind of been fucked over in most of these Astralis rosters, like by basically like being forced from the bit trolls, and if Magisk's gonna like expect to have like priority over Steer, I think that's like kind of a joke because he ain't that good.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
in his the end of his Falcons run, like he had like a few maps where he popped off, but generally he was like kind of shit as well, like just bottling it.
Yeah.
So
essentially, what you want to happen is sort of what Dupree did on Vitality, where he was a steady, and sort of Rain on FaZe, where he's just a steady player who will 90% of the time do exactly what he's been told to do. And nothing more.
Just be consistent. Just be a brick, right? Like, and like old school Magisk, like anchor roles and stuff, he was like excellent. So I don't know. I found it very hard to care about Astralis for a long time, if I'm being honest. Like, I think the org has soured the community reception quite a lot over the years with just how they've sort of treated players and any drama that's kind of happened. So
I think also just outside of players and stuff, like they just don't have a very good reaction to anything about them that's mild.
No, they're generally not great with press and stuff, right? So I'm told. So I think they've been just difficult to work with for a lot of people. So it's kind of is this like slow karma? I mean, but this team's been declining for a long time, right? Like even when Stabby joined, like the heroic duo, they didn't like that was just shady and gross, and then they didn't even really get better. Like you just killed two teams instead.
But they've still got 4 majors though.
Yeah.
Still got 4 stars on the jersey.
I can't wait
Falcons now
for like
2.
When everyone's going to be like, I mean, Falcons have won 2 esports World Cups. That's far more impressive than a CS major. But the whole caveat of like, Nip Streak didn't count, like everyone was shit, whatever. There's BO1s, so majors. When's the Astralis, major wins gonna be classed as they weren't playing anyone good? Monacy wasn't alive yet, all that sort of shit. No one knew who Donk was yet.
Donk was but a twinkle in his father's eyes.
She probably actually was. So some stuff like Stown has been like a 1.06 rating since he joined Astralis, which is like mega wank, really, for someone who's meant to be a star player. Don't know really. I guess we'll see. Astralis' next tournament is going to be Fisher Playground 2, which starts in a week and a half. Then they're going into EPL, and then I am trying to do. So they are at some good events. But yeah, will they actually do anything? I don't know. No. It's a bit early to preview, but I am trying to do is actually looking kind of stacked. Like,
Chengdu looks like a good event.
Yeah, honestly, like the top sort of 10. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. So you got 8 of the. Oh no, wait, no, 8 is there as well. I'm getting confused which
8 of the top 10 teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of good teams there, so it's a fairly stacked team. It's because there's 2 ratings on every team now, because HLTV refused to kill their own rating system.
Yeah, but that's what matters. It
is.
Everything in the year is done for the HLTV Awards.
It is, actually. Best event of the calendar.
Donk's round swing going to be at? What's Stound's round swing at the HLTV after party?
At the Katowice after party. Allegedly.
100%.
100%. Enemies flashed. Girlfriend stolen. Drinks rate. Not bought for himself. Entry success was crazy. And then in more news of mid Danish CS, ECSTATIC, remember them?
Oh.
I think it's Zippel's org. I think he's like the skin dude. Team with Nut and Lele. Awesome names.
They played the Blast something.
I think they've been at a tournament recently, maybe.
I remember them looking...
They were in the London Open, and we'll get to that later, but they did go out in last place.
I do remember them looking not shit for a team with someone called Nut on it.
Like, is that kind of goated to have a really weird name?
That's good.
That's
like
just to own
Donk.
it.
Like, what the fuck is a Donk?
Yeah. Donk's just his name, though.
Wait,
like
it's
Dan K, but then I think I asked him about it. He's like, yeah, I didn't like Dank, so I changed it as well. So that's great. Yeah, so they've benched Manx, formerly of M80 fame and such, and they've signed acoR, who'll be AWPing. Now, I didn't know Manx wasn't AWPing before this, was he?
No,
because he was calling. I think.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you a single thing.
Yeah, but acoR's had since his Game Legion days, he's been to like TSM.
Unpaid.
Yeah.
Was he on Bleed?
Nah. So obviously he was on like the Tricked Mad Lions team, which was like the Hunden team, right, where he sort of came up.
Yeah.
Then he joined Mouse, which was like a Dagster Mouse when they won Flashpoint 3. Then he had a pretty good run at Game Legion for 2 years. Joined, one of the many TSM teams that just did nothing, and it's kind of been. He's studying for Game Legion at Dallas this year.
He did
because Slend didn't have a visa, but I don't think people from his country need visas to enter the USA, which is interesting. But I'm sure that was the reason he couldn't show. Is he Hungarian or Bulgarian? One of those ones. But I think he would have just had an ESTA. I don't think it was travel, reasons that he didn't attend, allegedly. So he's on ECSTATIC, pushing their average age up by quite a lot, I can imagine. Yeah, because they have Syrah.
No.
Nutnut's 19. Martin Nutnut Holm Vestergaard. I mean, I'll get Charlie to put this on screen in the edit, but this guy looks... I would be so angry to die to this guy on LAN. So.
And his name is...
Nut. Yeah. Yeah. Not even. I'm not even mad about it. Maybe TMB will be calling now. Like he has called before, I think. Unless acoR is gonna man like Fallen and AWP and call. He's 28.
Give it a rest.
And this is retirement home gaming, isn't it? This is.
I'm 25 and I've given up years ago.
I was about to say this is eyeballers, but actually they've done well. They've done well this week. But no, it's he's playing with a bunch of young kids and trying to win some stuff, which is
Daddy
fine.
Daycare.
Daddy Daycare, yeah.
Shout out Daddy Daycare. Eddie Murphy.
I don't like that guy.
Yeah, you do.
Is he? No, that was Chris Rock. Was the zebra
The slap.
In Madagascar? Also the slap. The Madagascar zebra, right?
Imagine getting slapped by a
Marty.
zebra.
No, I think it was slapped by Will Smith, who is a different.
Oh, he
not a
received
zebra.
the slap.
He was the slappy.
The slappy.
Yeah.
The slapper
Smith
has become
with the slapper.
slapped.
Yeah.
How can he see slap?
Why did that happen? And why was it like such a moment in time?
Because he was saying something. He made a
What?
joke
Your wife's
about,
bald.
Yeah, he just went, "Your wife's bald, mate," and
She bicked her ear, and he came down and said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." Yeah.
Bit of an overreaction.
I think isn't Will Smith recently done a tour? I think he's like put music out
I hope
lately
so.
as well. I think he's got a song about like I love girls or something.
He
Like,
did a song, and I think there was a trailer.
His
or
new
something.
song is called Pretty Girl.
That's amazing.
The 56-year-old is rapping about pretty girls. Awesome, Will.
He did. He released a trailer about like his tour or whatever, and it was all just AI generated.
Yes,
crowds.
yeah, no, I saw this. Yeah.
When are we going to get that in CS?
Esports World Cup, mate.
Come on.
Probably actually.
Don't tell Eden.
Edenio. He'll put 15 tweets about how to do it. So that's it for roster moves for this week. Nothing
And
too
Will
exciting
Smith.
really. And Will Smith, yeah, that's the Will Smith segment of this podcast done. We can talk about the event that has happened and is currently ongoing, which is Blast Open London 2025. Now, this is important to distinguish. This is not Blast London. This is the online qualifier to Blast London, because the top 6 teams will get an invite to the LAN finals. So it's an online qualifier, is what it is.
Firstly, this event was pissing me off because every time I open Twitch, I get a notification from Blast and it just says, "Oi, oi, it's Blast London Open, mate."
Definitely like not a British person writing that as well.
No.
I keep getting like targeted ads on Instagram for the London finals, and it's just like Messi will be there, which is like a good way of leveraging players and stuff. But I think I guess they're in at the upper final, so he definitely will be there.
When they fucking lose the
But they're
first
playing-
game they play, no one's going to watch, are they?
As we're recording, Vitality are playing FaZe, and it's currently 1-1. Both maps have gone to double OT, I think, which is not good for Vitality. But I mean, let's talk about the shit teams so far. So 8 teams have already gone out, including, funnily enough, ECSTATIC and Virtus.Pro, who I don't need to talk about. They went 13,
They're
16.
wank.
Okay, 9th to 12th teams. Can you guess who's there? Surprise, it's NaVi again. They've been...
Mikaze's shit.
I mean, they've just been fucking awful.
I think Alexi B needs to sort it out. He needs to have a word with himself. He needs to stop having that funny hair.
Get a fucking haircut. I will segue this into a little intermediate Taken of the week, because as you know, our friend Taken, acquaintance, court jester of the TLDR Discord, Taken, loves to give us some interesting opinions and such that he has from his crack-ridden mind. I'll quote this here. You'll see
What are they doing in South Africa?
I mean,
Poor kid.
yeah. It's 2 a.m. I have a hot take. Alexi B has the ability and mechanics of being a blame F tier IGL fragger, but he overfocuses on micro/IGLing his team that he loses duels due to it. Alexi B could be a top 20 player if he stopped IGLing. Glaive was top 20 once, so I don't even think that is an insane take. And then he's got a screenshot of a random match where Alexi had a 1.35 rating, and that is 3.0. So he was swinging it around, you know. So firstly, the bit about him microing is definitely true. If you look at their voice comms, he does micro a lot, and I think like bringing in Makazi, like he's like Chris, but I'm sure he probably needs to actually be microed and doesn't really know how to play the game properly. Yeah, like I think any pro player in the top 30 can probably be a good fragger at some point.
Well, yeah.
I don't think that means if you stop IGLing. And the whole thing is like, yes, Glaive was top 20, but his entire team were as well, and they were winning everything.
Well, yeah, it's easy.
NaVi's entire team aren't top 20. You can fucking like accidentally, get 30 kills if your team would just dumpstering everyone else, and they did for years. So
when you don't have to fucking look at anyone to do any damage, you're just doing half the damage with nades. It's
with nades or through fucking smokes with the fucking radar bind. Yeah, I just. And also, like, the Blame F comparison, Blame F, does farm, but he farms eco frags, and his team, until, last week, don't win anything.
Let's blame
I don't believe in this fucking woke stat, so I don't even really want to acknowledge it, but...
He's got a 1 on... He's got an NA on non-applicable.
He's got no... He's never swung it. Wait, how?
Because he's shit. Has he had no input?
Maybe what filters are you using?
This is last time filter. Last 3 months. Oh, plus 179.
I don't know if 0's the baseline. That I'm sure that seems reasonable. I mean, if it's positive, that's pretty good. But in the screenshots taken as has plus 219 for round swing for this series, the NaVi one.
I was looking at play math.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to compare the two. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he's just he does love EliGE, but I mean, this NaVi team is just fucked. They're just fucked. Wonderful, just ain't got it right now. I think Immer and EliGE just clashing a lot, and also I think if you have to I know Immer mid rounds a lot, maybe just make him call and then get another star right, or I don't know.
I mean, I feel like the way we
Bit will join Falcons next year anyway. Yeah, so
probably. I feel like the only way we fix Taken's issue is by making him watch every single map that EliGE has played, his POV, every time, and he will understand why he's not a good player. He used to be good on Train, if that meant anything.
Did it? Well, Train is one of the maps that he had in that performance. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I don't know who they played. I'm going to figure this out. Who was that game against? Was it against Fnatic?
I think that's just one match.
Yes, it was the series against Fnatic. I mean, on Train, he didn't even top frag. He had 14-11 on Train. So in the series, he was 30 and 20. It's great, but...
Well, that's no good for a... 15 kills per...
And it was against Fnatic, who, yes, they have been good lately, the last week, but NaVi are ranked 6, and Fnatic are ranked 34. NaVi should be winning that game, and recently there's those... Train was 13-10, that's pretty close.
How, as a self-respecting IGL, can you be losing to BlameF in 2025 and getting dominated by a kid called Jambo?
And BlameF going very negative in that series as well. Yeah, so back to...
None of them even went... Crims was the only one who went positive on Fnatic, and they
Grandad Gaming, let's go.
Fucking... How? How are you losing that?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so 9-12 teams, NaVi one of them. Game of Legion. Kirsty's not the guy, bro.
Fucking...
He's seriously not the guy.
Get Try.
Honestly, I don't even hate it.
I mean, they speak English anyway. I'm pretty sure Try speaks decent English.
They 2-0'd Rubbish VP, and then got 2-1 by Vitality, and then got 2-0 by Fnatic, so... Not great for them. I think Fnatic probably just had a lot of prep coming into this tournament. I think they definitely want to qualify, so that's fair enough. And I think they are they're playing M80 later on today, which is a lower bracket final, which means they'll winner qualifies, loser goes home.
I think Fnatic has made a good choice with getting Cypher.
Because Cypher's been since the major, the Paris major, he has been on weird teams, but he is just good.
Yeah.
He just is a good player.
I don't know if he's an upgrade. I don't know who he replaced.
Was it fucking Mattis?
It might have been.
Because Mattis went to G2. I feel like that.
Yeah, it would have been. But it's probably not a firepower upgrade, but in terms of what Mattis.
aggro rifling, space taking as well, and comparatively BlameF has entry, but generally plays like more lurky now. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Hopefully he does well.
Yeah.
Better than Smooya. I hate that guy.
Yeah, the jury tends to agree. And yeah, so Game Asian, I mean, not great from them, but you've lost, a okay AWPer, and now you've got like a worse AWPer. It's kind of tough in I'm not like it's not entirely AWP meta right now, is it? But like it does help to have a pretty decent AWPer, and I don't think Kirsty's that great, unfortunately. Yeah. Speaking of bad AWPers, Liquid are also a 9-12 team.
I mean, to be fair, they got matched against Spirit. Yes, was it yesterday?
They did, but like, I don't know. Like they got 2-0 by G2, they 2-1 Imperial, and then lost to Spirit. But like,
it's not the easiest run for a team like Spirit, like Liquid, where they are Liquid clearly struggling, and they don't really look like they have. I mean, especially after that fucking Twist tweet where he was like, "Oh, we're not even a team."
Yeah, like stop saying that shit.
What kind of trajectory do you think you're going to be on as a team?
Yeah.
In the following months.
Yeah, it's not great. Like Liquid have just been in this weird limbo for a long time. I feel like I don't know if Shui actually fixed any of their problems.
Probably not.
Ultimate, generally isn't like always winning them games. To be completely honest, like let's look at player stats. Like he's like a 104. Like it's Twist. Like NAF's had a bit of a resurgence. Like actually, let me filter the last 3 months because that's probably been fair. Yeah, like it is Twists and the boys.
Yeah, I think one of the issues is the fact that Twists maybe is at a point where he should be stepping back from some of the sort of roles that he has.
I don't know.
Like he's not old and he's not shit, but I think there is a place where he could be giving younger players. I mean, like they don't have.
But does it make sense for him to actually go back to FaZe?
No, that's
not right now. But we spoke about. I think me and Sam spoke about this last week. But like, you could put Jacob in Rain's roles and then have Twist join. But I don't know.
Maybe
they're just a weird team. Like I think
part of
whatever the org will say. Like NAF was meant to leave that team after the major. Like him staying, I think was more that they didn't get someone, opposed to him wanting to be there.
Yeah.
Shui's calling as like his stock has just gone down and down basically since he left Mouse.
Yeah.
Nertz is still possible. Has the possibility to be a very good player, I think, but it's really not looking good for that team.
I mean, it just always looks like on player cams during tournaments, and if there's like any comms ever, it just looks like none of them are particularly interested in playing as the team that they are.
Yeah, and then even when your franchise player is going out in interviews saying, "Yeah, we're not even a team right now," like that is just.
But like dreadful. 4 out of the 5 players have been on very good teams and been like key parts of those teams.
Yeah.
And now they come together and it's just shit. So there's got to be something external that's causing this, whether it's like some sort of like cultural difference between them all that's just creating a rift. And I don't know. I think just burn the old team down. Don't bother getting into CS again.
Yeah, I mean that would be a shame, right? Like obviously, like Complexity are out of CS. Liquid, the NA org, which they're not, but people claim them, obviously aren't.
Yeah.
Historically, they have been an NA CS team. Yeah, it would be a shame. And then the other 9-12 team is FlyQuest, who Elliot recently called for Regali to be replaced by Brokey, which is funny because Regali's good. Since they've added Netic and JKS, they've been alright, honestly. Like I think this result is respectable for them, honestly. Like, is that one of your free UK IC Red Bulls you're drinking?
Yeah, man.
That's awesome, dude. Shout out.
It's the 25th
UK.
one today.
I see. It's good.
Just straight pissing.
Yeah, pissing pure caffeine.
I've had to hook up a colostomy bag. Just
awesome.
Just straight
That's great,
piss and
man.
Red Bull.
Amazing. Hell yeah.
Anyway.
I don't even want to talk about FlyQuest too much, but like, this is fine. Like, they could probably have done better. Like, they played. Who did they play? I mean, yeah, they lost to Spirit and G2, and they beat Legacy. Like,
expected.
Like, I think they probably could have done a better showing against G2, honestly. But they just got completely blown out.
FlyQuest is sort of at the point now where they can be sort of a slow burn team like the original Renegades was, where they start getting into the EU tournaments and then slowly get better and better, and maybe next year we'll see them like contending. I don't think they'll ever like reaching.
Do they have a coach right now? Because I know they got rid of Urcast, didn't they?
They might be using like Gomez or something. But I don't think they have like an actual
real coach. Okay.
But yeah, I do think in the next year maybe they could be, if they like continue doing what they're doing, they could be maybe like sort of like Mongols, where they're a team that everyone thinks like sort of from the games that they're playing, you know they can make it into playoffs, but they always sort of fuck up at the last second.
Or they just get really tough opponents and stuff. Yeah, they don't get the easiest route. Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, let's talk about the finals then for the upper brackets of Group A, Vitality FaZe. They're playing right now. It's 1-1. FaZe have looked better this tournament. That's a good prediction. Vitality have looked worse this tournament, if being honest. Like they've lost to people they shouldn't have lost to.
Have they?
Yeah, didn't they lose to someone?
They've won all their games.
No, I don't believe that. I'm sure they lost a series somewhere. Results. Okay, I'm lying. They've lost maps, is what I meant to say. They've lost maps.
I mean,
maps to MAG.
Especially against opponents that they shouldn't be losing maps to, but I don't think it's too much to worry about. I think like the biggest thing is them getting into playoffs, and they're just at a point where.
Yeah, I think they definitely they can't not qualify third in the upper final. I'm not exactly sure how the blast bracket works, but I'm assuming if you lose the upper final, you still make it. Maybe you just get seeding or something.
Quarter-final, semi-final.
Yeah, so it's like the Cologne and Katowice thing, right? So there's that. FaZe have looked really like Jacob hasn't been great, but he's looked better. Frozen's been like just on a tear.
I mean, I think it's interesting the fact that Carrigan. I think Jacob tweeted after their first game that he was like playing shit, and then Carrigan was like, "We've had a week practice. You got shat on against this player or whatever, and you played a map that you've never played before. It's fine."
Yeah, let me get the actual quote. Maybe it was a reply, actually. Yeah, new position on map 1. Second map, Frozen stole all kills. Third map is your perma abandoned previous team. Some might say with 10 practice with us, this was worst case scenario for your debut. Don't worry, bro. Which is a very good thing for your coach IGL to say. I've seen, someone posted a clip of it. I think it might be in Austin. He did like a bit of a demo review of Jacob's debut, but like, maybe it was a game against NaVi, if they have. But yeah, I think it might be in the NaVi series where NaVi missed the window smoke on Mirage intentionally to like bait the swing.
Yeah,
and he doesn't swing, which is like quite smart for a player of his age and experience. So obviously, like he might not be performing like frag wise, but I think like this guy has a brain and is probably going to be a serious player in the future.
I feel like that's maybe the different. Like he doesn't have the same firepower as like Kaisuke and Mikaze.
Yeah.
But I think that's maybe what sets him apart. And
it's just like actual game sense is intrinsic. Yeah, like
you can sort of, if you're naturally doing that at, how old is he? Like 19, 20 or something?
19 maybe. Yeah, he's young.
So if you're already doing that, and like in the top level,
21. Yeah,
like he's probably going to become like a Rain sort of player where he'll just become very consistent, not really a star, but like
big game player,
have like a long career.
I think
Whereas players like Mikaze and Kaisuke and Donk, like as soon as they can't shoot back, like
they're not going to feel good.
There's no point having them.
Yeah. The second upper bracket final is Maz vs Furia, who both had like decent runs. Furia obviously toured Spirit yesterday, I believe, or the day before, which was quite impressive. Maus have been
Furious look decent.
generally good. This Fury, this Fury team is good. Honestly, like they're a legit good team.
I think they made a lot
But
of
Spirit,
the right
are
moves.
better. Yeah, no, they like. I think it's very good of them to not feel restricted by South America and go, okay, we actually want to be a good team and win stuff, so we are going to look to Europe, opposed to just being like, yeah, we're happy being the best South American team.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
they're
think
probably the best
also
team in
very
all of the Americas,
important that. Sorry, I think it's very important that Fallen's sort of got to the point where he's like, oh no, I'm not as good as he probably could still be like a top 20, top 15 AWPer if he was.
Yeah, but I think he's just like, why would I take that spot when I can give it to someone else and
Which
can,
is
that level of nobility, I guess it is, or humility is cool. Yeah, like I think that made. I've always liked Fallen, but that just again another notch to his kind of
Yeah, but I think especially Molodoi, like obviously it's a very hard move to make. I assume Furia's all living in Europe anyway, so it's probably not like he's had to move country.
They might be, yeah.
Or like most of the year they probably are.
Yeah, for sure.
But like,
I think probably only go back to play
well.
for the major, right? For the Americas qualifiers and stuff. Yeah.
But he's like him and Yukin doesn't look like.
If you ignore what happened on Liquid, Yukin's been really good.
Yeah. He's found himself.
He has, which
become
is good.
the best fucking Welsh player once again.
Yachida, let's go. Maus have been, expectedly good. They 2-0'd G2 and 2-1'd Imperial in the upper bracket of Group B. So there's not too much to say about it. They did. They're playing Furia. They probably win it. But I think that could be like a pretty close series, honestly.
I think so. I think it's sort of similar to how is it fucking like Spirit games, like they were always very close, but Mal's always sort of edged it out. I feel like now that
could be one of those.
Spirit has like I think like back to back sort of won against them. I feel like Mal's could maybe take a knock, like in their game confidence. But I feel like Fury is probably the team that would beat them. Like I don't think they're going to lose to a fucking M80 or Fnatic, but I think Fury is like the one team, or maybe G2.
Yeah, it's crazy comparing the Group A lower final, which I guess we'll get to now, to the rest of them, which is M80 vs Fnatic, which is crazy, honestly. Good for both those teams, but looking at the caliber of opposition that they've beaten to get there, obviously M80 beat VP and NaVi, they should be taking this. But Fnatic have been 2-0ing, so they haven't lost maps, which is good,
while playing DracuLAN.
Yes, while also playing DracuLAN, which they happen to win. Yes, and they won a crisp $4,917.
It's like £3, isn't it?
Yeah, so I guess they were playing the LAN games and then also doing the online stuff from there, which is kind of cool. We'll get to DracuLAN just in a little bit, but yeah, I mean M8 should take that. But getting Fnatic in London, I mean getting Cypher in London would be kind of cool for that crowd. And then for Group B, it's Spirit vs G2. Spirit, who've looked not as good as they did in Cologne, obviously, and they did kind of not do well at the EWC. And G2 have been looking good, so
they got ill. Let's hope they got ill.
G2 did beat worse teams, I would say. Like they beat Liquid and then FlyQuest. So it's.
I don't think there's a point that Spirit lose this game.
Probably not. I
don't think they'll do very well in the playoffs this event. Maybe
they won London last year, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Or maybe it was has there been 2 in London? They definitely won one of the last Londons. I think.
Oh, I don't care. Fuck that place.
Yeah, I mean, so that's probably and then our top 6. It's probably going to be like. I don't really know who takes it, right? Really, it'd be interesting to see how the bracket shapes up. But
I think it's only the M80 Fnatic and Spirit G2 game where they don't
make it through. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other 2 are.
Yeah. It's just how that affects the the bracket, right, and who can actually who can face who in the finals.
I
I'm
kind
not
of
going to try and
want.
figure it out, but
I kind of want Vitality to lose to FaZe,
yeah,
and
then have to go through the quarters, or
well, even just going through the quarters, or like, I want
I
them to be
assume
on
they'll
the
play-
same side of the bracket as Spirit, which I
think
feel
might
like
be.
they might
If they
be.
lose, they might be. I think that's because you swap group side. I'm pretty sure is how it works.
Because then it'll be Battle of the Shitters, currently.
Yeah,
The champions who should be winning,
yeah,
battling to see who's worse at the minute. But I
Battle
feel
of
like it
mid.
could be interesting because then if Spirit do beat Vitality, then I'd say they probably can win the event, even
Yes.
though they don't look as good.
because they've still yet to beat Vitality, right? So
Oh, yeah.
it's a cool storyline to look at for sure. So yeah, that's Battle London. I guess we'll sort of recap that as the event happens, which will be taking place this weekend, I imagine. Yeah.
It's not on the 5th.
Yeah, which is Friday. So then I guess next week me and Sam will talk about what happened. And then the other event that happened, which like had a $9,000 prize pool and seemed to be like a big deal for teams, but actually wasn't, was DracuLAN, which took place in Romania, in Bucharest.
This seems like one of those fucking...
Money laundering type shit.
Yeah, but like fucking Bet Boom Dacha, fucking Summer Super Slam LAN streamers gaming.
Yeah,
Epic LAN
LAN
12
type shit. Yes. Hosting such notable teams as Insiders, Infinite, Mana, Aim Club, and Hyperspirit. Not a fucking clue. Who the hell is on Mana?
Me when I feed Donk Red Bull.
Gamezilla. That's just
Hyper.
Johnny Sins. Awesome.
That is. Who's
Yeah.
that guy?
Which one?
The one at the end, other end.
Amar.
Yeah.
Amar. Cool man. Great.
He looks
Yeah.
exciting.
The script coming into this event was that NiP were going to win it. That was kind of what people were saying. They went
Fucking
7th to
good,
8th, and they got bodied by Eyeballers, which, if you don't know, is the retirement home team for Swedes, with JW right now. And then former NiP player Maxter.
Yeah, they got Maxter. How old is he?
Rolf.
He's got to be like 22 or
22?
something.
21.
21. Oh,
And I always thought Maxter was actually pretty good, actually.
Was he was on NiP Academy.
And then he played on the main team for a little bit, like the
Yeah.
last attempt at being Swedish. Rolf was also on Young Ninjas, I'm pretty sure, at some point. It's nice to have a good domestic Swedish team, honestly.
Sure. Bob XD.
Not great from NiP, and then they lost. They got 2-1 by Ants. And they got like dicked by Ants, which has Rig on currently. Bizarre team, but I mean, look at these ratings. They've been up like Miltsy 1.72, Rig on 1.57, SDY 1.42.
What?
This is the game against 9. I'm clicking on.
What the
sorry.
fuck is a Miltsy?
I don't know, but he was very good
Was
at
he
that
in the
series.
academy?
Yeah, it must have been. So yeah, Ents came 3rd, and then like I said, Fnatic won. They took out Ents, Eyeballers, Monty, and then Monty again in the grand final. Monty, which I swear it has Gizmy and Azu, yeah. So and Beamus, like what a bizarre fucking team.
Afro.
And Kakafu is coaching.
This
Like
They tried
this
to
is
make
like
the lead
throwing
too.
shit at wall and seeing what sticks.
No, I've swear there's just some orgs that are just like, oh, look at
Wouldn't
what
it be funny
Bleed
if
and
we got
TSM
these
did.
lot at an event? Yeah.
That's what I'd do. If I was a billionaire, I'd just buy players and make them play together, just like some sort of sadistic ritual.
Is that what
to
Passion
make,
UA are doing?
probably.
Who
Imagine making
also-
fucking Nick X play with Kvem.
Yeah. Crazy bloke. Passion UA, if you've missed the news, is actually Complexity, with a Ukrainian guy.
That is mental. Passion UA.
Just fucking dog shit. Gentlemates, which is like the former Iberian Soul, like they got signed recently. They also were there.
To be fair, I feel like they
This
should have
event,
done
like, was
better
just,
at
like-
this, man. At this, I
Yeah,
feel-
generally. Like this 9 team is like kind of interesting. You got Sejot, who was like
no, it's not.
endpoint, and then he was on saw.
The only thing interesting on 9 is Kragan.
What interesting looking.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a charming man.
Piques my interest.
Favon still has a team. He's 25, but he's been around for like 50 years, it feels like.
He's been around since Tabson, and Tabson disappeared about 20 years ago.
What a
He
weird
did that
event.
one thing
Why did this event happen?
DracuLAN.
Is the VRS that good? Because I guess the prize pool's shit.
VRS is supposed to be linked to prize pool, isn't it?
Yes.
So I don't really
But,
understand.
are these amounts like specifically? And maybe it's from a different currency. That's probably what it is. But like, are these amounts like meant to affect something? I don't know, but kind of a bookie event, you know.
All I'll say is I'm excited for DracuLAN season 2.
Yeah, which
can't wait for insiders to
pack your garlic. Is what I would say. Yeah,
don't
weird.
bother.
A weird event now. Okay, we're going to wrap up with the take of the week. It's from Lionheart CS2 or Lionheart Leet. Navi needs some more firepower, you say. An aggressive rifling piece, you say. And then this beautiful photo for our audio listeners of EliGE looking pretty fried.
Much too good for children.
Yes, Navi. We said that they're kind of fucked right now. They probably need to make another change. I don't dispute that. EliGE. Last week I did say, like, is EliGE the guy where he can demand the space and the power in a team like that a Nico could demand?
Well, he
right?
fucking supposedly they reshaped FaZe around him and it just
Exactly
fucked the team. So.
And like the whole thing with tilters and stuff, which people will still argue about it. This is now like the third time it's been proven that he's a massive tilter and just fucking ruins teams. And I'll say it again: grow the fuck up. You'll pay to play this game. It's great that you care. Stop being a cunt to your team.
Cry more, baby noob.
Cry more. Go hula hoop in yard with dog.
Mother is swamp.
Honestly, like this move probably will happen. Is the problem? I can see it happening.
No, it's going to passion you, eh?
I feel like Blade, if anyone, can beat this out of him. And I know Navi's mental coach is quite good.
Obviously, I don't know, man.
I don't know if it's working right now with the current Navi, but
I feel like he's been allowed to do.
Behave
the way
I think
he
sees
wants on
nothing
every
wrong
team.
with it. Right, is the problem.
Whether it's actually a point to, is he going to be allowed to keep doing these things? I don't know. I feel like he's just so set in his ways that he will.
At some point, it's career suicide, right?
Yeah. We get to the point where you've played with so many people, or people like players have played with people that you've played with, and everyone has a bad time playing with you eventually, that no one will want to play with you.
I'm just a guy who watches CS, right? And I'm still privy to the fact
No, I
that
don't want to watch him.
No, like you literally see it in like voice comms and clips where he's just miserable. Like
I remember there was a round. I can't remember. God fucking knows what event it was, but when he was on FaZe.
Yeah.
Or was it? It might have been Complexity, like just before he joined FaZe. He goes out mid, and I think either flashed himself or got flashed by the enemy team, and banged his desk and just stood staring at the wall in elbow for like 20 seconds.
Amazing.
It was like
there was a clip of like his apartment in Europe as well, like some event they're playing from home.
Does it look like Harvey Price's house?
What does that look like?
Just sort of smashed up drywall everywhere.
No, it was just empty. Like this guy he'd bought a desk and a PC, and he probably had a mattress on the floor, and that was it. Like this guy did not plan on being. Oh,
it was his camera from.
Yeah. Was it Blast? Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. This probably happens, and then in 6 months' time I'll be saying, "Hey guys, look, EliGE has ruined another team." But can Navi be ruined anymore? That's the thought starter we'll leave you with for this episode, I guess.
We've got Makaze, who's allegedly
good,
quite a bit of a tilter. Allegedly,
in the way like an ogre, like under a bridge, not like people through. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Thanks for the take, Lionhearts. Do more of these.
Or don't. Fuck you.
The schizophrenic minds of people on the Counter-Strike community.
This guy right here is why I stopped looking at Twitter.
Yeah, I like it. I like seeing public insanity. It's awesome.
No,
but back in the day, you used to have to go to like a seedy area to see the junkies, telling the stories, to see people selling on soapboxes saying, EPA, and all that shit. Like,
I just went to my sister's house.
Yeah. I mean, we don't all have that luxury, I would say. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, Dickel. I hope you had a blast.
That's fine. I won't be back. I would imagine.
Ever. Yeah.
As long as Sam doesn't go on holiday, no one will ever have the misfortune of listening to me again.
Well, I had a great time.
I had fun.
I've got a Twitter. It's been on stream. Dickel's got a Twitter.
Don't bother following it. I don't tweet.
Yeah, opinions on my own. There are none. Shout out Joe Zero one time. Yeah, see you next week. I guess we'll talk about Blast London and see if I was right about whatever I said happened. Bye.